Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm going to make a folio. Well, not actually make the folio, but use the folio and finish it off with you, so you can see that you can make folios quite easily with the printables from Papercraft Secrets shop and from the classroom. So this is for a DT project for Papercraft Secrets Facebook book for some inspiration. So I've used the Mother's Day Waterfall card printable, and the best thing about printables is that you can print them off lots of times. So this particular page I printed off quite a few times to get sort of a uniform look, and and I stuck it on. But before I stuck it on, I put the ribbon under this side for here and the other ribbon on this side for this page, so when you join them up they'll do a nice useful bow. So this is a uniquely creative pre-made folio, so I've just decorated it basically, and the pockets come with a bit of a gusset, and I've actually made it so that it sits up with another gusset that I've pre-made just from folded over paper to make sort of like a hinge. And it's come off already, of course. I've fiddled with it, that's why. Okay, hopefully that'll work. There. Alright, so I did stick the die. They come, you can buy the dies, folio dies separate. If you wanted to do the first time I ever made one of these, I actually just put the paper down and just follow the lines of the fold and just measured it here. So I didn't actually use the dies the first time I made one of these. So I'm just actually going to do a bit of sticking down of some butterflies, because I used, like I said, washi tapes to stick down the folios dies, and then left the washi tape I used was given to me by somebody else, and it was actually quite sticky, so it made a bit of a gap, tore the paper I should say. So let's see what else is there. And so the other parts of the folio are this part and this part, so I've already decorated those as well. And what I'm going to do with this one is I've used the same die for this one here, and I've just put some printing paper, just normal copy paper. You can use sticker paper if you want. This is just 100 GSMs, nothing very elaborate. The reason why it's sticking together is because I cut them all together. I'm just going to peel them off a little bit, because they've been pressed together. Oh wow, that's really stuck. Oh, I have to fix that, won't I? We'll fix that. I'll show you how in a minute. The best thing about this folios and journals is that you can generally fix it up with something. Same with card making and scrapbooking. You can usually cover up a mistake with something. Okay. That's tearing as well. Wow. Who would have thought it would have got stuck just by pressing them, by die cutting them together. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to put it here, put it there. It's got a mark of glue here, so I've got to cover that up as well. Just put that over here to one side. And I'm going to use some needle and thread. I'm just using crochet cotton, and I've run it through a block of beeswax. That and that are available from Spotlight. So I'm just going to do a quick 3-hole pamphlet stitch in the middle of those, that one there, in the middle one and the last one. So I'm actually going to put it there. So I'm going to put a hole in the middle, roughly where I think the middle is. There. And make sure you leave a tail through here. This is going to be a bit of a long video, so hope you've got a cup of tea or coffee or something. And there. So you've got 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. And you can measure them to make them more even. I've just guesstimated. And as you can see, this gap is bigger than that gap. That's okay. And then just got to go back in the middle hole again. Pull it through. Make sure it's the other side of the cotton that's already there, so that you've got it between the 2 ends here. Just pull it a little bit. I'm going to cut it and tie it. Before you tie, just make sure you pull, make sure it's nice and tight. Don't pull it too hard, otherwise you'll break the thread or the paper. Do a couple of knots. It's just a very basic 3-hole pamphlet stitch, so that when you've got that there, it's all tied. Now I should have done a tie for this one as well, but I forgot. So what am I going to do for this tie? Just maybe a band around it. I'll have a think about that in a minute. It's got a space. The glue got stuck on there as well, so there's a bit of a mark on there. So just find the butterfly. I can't really see it, but you might be able to see it. Just put a butterfly there. And if you're watching my video for the first time, the reason why I'm using a sauce bottle is that I've been away on holiday. My glue bottle broke at the nozzle, so the only thing I could find to put my glue in was a sauce bottle. Actually proven to be quite easy, except for this is happening, glue is dripping down the side. So I'm going to think about how I'm going to close that. So pop it there. And then the other thing I was going to do was, I cut this from the bottom of the bit that says Mother's Day Waterfall card, and I've used some of the front of the envelopes like that, and I've just cut off the envelope bits, and I'm going to do the same for this as I did for the other one, which is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, or maybe just a 2, see. I mean, you don't have to do the stitching, it's entirely up to you. This is just another little notebook thing to go in the folio. Oops. So these are for the journaling part, like for writing in, or for just keeping tickets and things like that from a memory or a menu or something like that, invitations, whatever you would like to keep. Or you can use it as a record for daily planning. That's come undone because it's not long enough, Kay. Okay. Hopefully it'll go through this time. There's not much there. Just had enough enough thread. They're both the other side of the top middle bit. Just have to put one the other side, one side. This gives it a bit more strength. I'm just going to do a knot, tie it, another knot. I mean, if you wanted to, you could decorate that with some lace or whatever, and then that would be something to keep. And then this needs a closure too. I've merely made a mess of this one. Lots of glue everywhere, I can see it. Because I measured it, and then I cut it in the wrong spot anyway. Right, so with my folio in it like that, so this is going to go in here. Like that. Oh, my butterfly's not stuck down. Anyway, that's going to go in there, so it may not need a closure after all, because it's going to just fit in there nicely. Or you could actually put it there as well, so it's another little... Let's do that. We could just fold it like that. Put it glued there. Where's the other little one I've just done? Hiding. That's going to go there. And this one is going to go here. Now how am I going to put that there? I could sew it in, which I should have done to start off with, or I could just glue it in with a hinge. Probably should just sew it in. But some people like to take those things out, so maybe I could just tie that in. It's going to go like that anyway. Pop it there. This is going to go here. This is how I'm going to create a band for that. I do have a lot of paper left over from where I cut the paper out using the dies, so if that's not something you like to have lots of bits, but I thought I could use bits for things in here, but also for in my some cards. Or to help make another journal, who knows. So that's going to go like that. And just to make it all fancy, you might have these already for, you know, your children's scissors. Your children's got scissors like this. This came in a pack. Ridiculously low cost from Bunnings. Well, 5 or 6 scissors, I tell you, they're scissors. Very sharp. I know these are kitchen ones, but I use them for sharp things. And there's this one. And this one, yeah, and there was two of these, so I thought they were a good buy because my other scissors were getting old. Right, that's going to go there. That's what they call a belly band. I might put decoration on that too. So just oh, what I might do, excuse me, sorry, reach in front of you like that, very rude of me. Might use some double-sided tape, thin one. You all got your fingers crossed for some rain. I mean, I know, I'm very sorry the poor people in New South Wales and in the Northern Rivers area are getting absolutely smashed with rain. But we in South Australia, and we've recently been to holiday in Victoria, and we desperately need some of that rain. everything's in drought condition over here. So I might, just to make that look pretty, I'm going to use one of these circles from the Printable. No, not that one. This one, I think. Easy. Just let that dry, and I'm going to put a little, oh, I could use a big circle, couldn't I, really? Well, I've got them there, may as well use them. None of them match though, does it matter? I like to have things that match, but I don't think it matters. I'm just going to put this on some card. Scrap a bit of card over here, left over from something else. That's just to give it a bit of a lift from the rest of the card. You'll see why in a minute. Oh no, it's to give it strength, that's what I'm doing it for, sorry. Not, you won't see anything different, because I'm just doing one. Sometimes you can do two, so I'm just going to do it so that you put glue on the bottom half of that. And put the glue bit down there, and that sort of tucks in there like a closure. Needs to be up a bit high, I think, otherwise it's not going to stick because it's not sturdy enough. Hold it down for 5 seconds. Glue. Thank heavens for glue rubbers. Just rubbing off the excess glue from around this circle. It's going to be a closure. But feel it moving. So hopefully when you open it, it'll just open it. So I've got glue everywhere on my fingers. So that's going to go in there when it's dry. And up here I'm going to make another pocket. Could use the bottom of that, or I did cut this out before, but I made a mistake with my cutting out. Do that there. I think that looks really nice. Let me see. I did there, and I need a pencil to mark where I'm going to cut it. So I need from there and there. Can you see? Sorry, I've just marked my previously cut. This was going to go in the front, then I realised it was the wrong way around. So I've tried to make sure that everything was directional, but I had a bit of trouble with that this morning. Making sure it was around the right way. Because I cut it and it would have been like this. You need to have it sort of vertical. So I'm just going to put that down here. Do I need to cut off some of the bottom? I might just do that. I've just knocked my cutter on the floor, I think. Excuse me. No, the scissors on the floor. Yep, that's lovely. So I'm just going to do a little bit of glue, just going to wipe some off here. A little bit of glue on the edges. One, two and one around the bottom. So let's go there for a pocket. And what are you going to put in the pocket, Kate? I'm going to put in these. These are ready-made journaling cards. You can back them on something stronger if you like. I'm just going to, I bet that doesn't fit now after all that. No, it doesn't. But use this one. And again here, you're going to go in there. 1, 2. Find something else for there. So this is such a pretty printable. Lots of options to use. And I could have put the little book in here. That would have fitted in there when it's dry. So the rest of it dry for a moment because that will fit in there. And then I can put some more. Maybe we'll put that in there for now because there's lots of pieces of paper otherwise. Folder, more of the cards there. Put them all in them as well. Because I haven't backed them with anything, so they're nice and thin and light. So that can all go in there. Don't want to lose my needle, so put it in my little needle thing. I think I might need to be cutting a bit more. Let's have a look. Maybe cut off down the bottom. Oh, just a little bit. That'll definitely go in there now. So I'm just going to grab a bit of lace. I'm going to turn you off and come back in a minute. See you in a minute. Okay, so I've grabbed a bit of lace and I'm going to just glue it down. Some of my lace on the edge just there, just to give it a bit of extra something. Prettiness, finish, all of those things really. Just try and decide which one's up the right way around, which one's the back, sort of top and bottom. Just make sure it's down. Just need a bit more glue. And that's going to go in that one pocket there, and I think I might do a bit of lace on the front here. We should put that lace here on the side again. Oh, look at that glue. That's terrible gluing cakes because it moved. I can't see them until I move it in the light where the glue is. Right, do the same one again for consistency. Probably shouldn't do on top of the folio, just in case I make a mistake and glue end up with a glue on the folio. This is just part of the folio, the journaling part. Sorry, I'm just trying to press the glue down, and it's, of course, it's going everywhere, and I've got glue all over my fingers. You know, all these people who do their work with tweezers, I admire them, because I never seem to use mine, and I always forget I've got them, and then when I have them, I'm not very proficient with them. Maybe I just need to practice, Kay. What's the saying? Practice makes perfect. Something like that. Sometimes patience is all you need. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing this and this sort of thing. It's just that I don't like getting glue everywhere. It exposes it. Okay, hopefully it can all come together now. So that's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. Do you know what I might do for this? I might use my corner rounder. I have got my uniquely created one there as well, but this is on top. Just gives a different look, that's all. Right, that's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. And there's nothing in that envelope, so what you could do is, excuse me, just having a look for something in particular, excuse me. What have I done with them all? All the little squares that came in the collection. I've put them somewhere. And now I don't know where they are. Of course. Oh, I'm just going to have a look and I'll be back in a minute. This is the second time I turn you off, sorry. Didn't take long, they were underneath everything else, that's all. There's all of these little squares, so if you wanted to, that actually did work in the end, so that's good. You have to get rid of the glue. I think it's all gone now. Sorry, lots of rubbing out. The sauce bottle comes out too much. So this, you can, that's a writing, like a little card something, but you could just put some of these in there because they're the right size, just for fun. And then got about quite a few in there. Just let's have a look. What might go in there? Just throw some in there randomly, okay? Not the B one, not the B ones, not those ones. There's a little hut. You can use lots of those in there. And some butterflies. Door, window. Did I use a window or something? No, I did use this one. And this one, and that one. So how many is that? Did you count them? Because I didn't. 1, 2, 5. Just need one more. Yeah, that one. 5, 6. So they can go in there like that, and they can be used wherever, really. But nice if you wanted to drag them out when you, not drag them out, pull them out when you're writing in your journals, and then you could use it for decoration. Right, okay, so we have got belly band with pull out writing spot there. There's a writing spot in here, and there's a little journal in here. I was going to write just something there, wasn't I? Forgot. I might just put some around the place, my one there. Just let that dry for a moment before I peel it off. And then maybe one here. Just to finish it off. And I think it needs something here. So I do have one of these left. For the cover. You know what, I was going to show you how to make an envelope. I'll put an envelope in there as well, so I told you this was going to be a long video, so I'm going to put that there. So I'm just going to let that dry. Pop it over there, and I've got an envelope to make. So there's the flower, there's the one side of it, so it folds up here like that. And it folds along that line there. Let's put them out of the way so they're not distracting. I'm getting a lot now. And this goes down like that too, from there. And this goes down at the top. So I've got this bit here, and this bit, well, that wasn't folded very well. These are all in the same printable. Such value for money. That's going to go on top like that. I could go like that, I suppose, because I don't think it looks quite the same. Really, where's my bone folder? Oh, it's hiding. Can't see it. Just my scissors. Don't know where my bone folder is. Put it away somewhere, obviously. Haven't got it back out. It's unusual because usually it's in my container of pens, pencils, and whatever. Okay, so that's going to go on top like that. And there's your envelope. And you could put some things in there too if you wanted to, but hopefully what will happen is nice and big, so maybe I'll try something and then see if it works. I didn't put that in on, did I? I'll put it on later because I'm sure you don't want to see me do any more gluing. You know that's going to go in there. And that's going to go like that, like that, like that. And the envelope is going to be put in there like that. Does it go on top here? Let's just going to go on. It's just going to go on top there like that. It's all in the folio. Everything's in the folio that you might need. Do a bow. Too long, okay. So rather than waste, oh, I can't because I already cut it. I mean, I should have tested it out before, but didn't. Oh well. Perhaps I can use the ribbon for something else. So I'm just going to do a little bit of creating a notch in it, because I find that if you don't, this kind of ribbon frays. Sorry. Fishtail, that's the word I was looking for. One folio using the Mother's Day Waterfall card printable. Who would have thought? That looks really lovely. I think it looks really lovely. Awesome printable, Alicia. Thank you so much. And I think I made a very pretty folio out of it. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry if it's a long video, but there was a couple of steps to go through. Thank you. Please make a comment, give me a like, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. See ya.